Oh man, I love this video right here. So this video is by, I think the creator is this Cypher. And look, when I recorded this Instagram clip, here was when I recorded it. So I'm shooting this ahead, or well, I'm shooting this in the future now, post 9/18/25. But I'm gonna show the little thing right here in front of me. Look at the time, 4:44 p.m. when I recorded this clip. So this whole series was faded. There's a whole bunch of little bit of 11:11s and stuff too that I caught when I recorded these. So I just thought it was really funny because I was in flow state and I was really excited to make this whole thing. But enough of that. This clip is from a really cool content creator. I don't have the clip recorded from his original page because apparently the person who uploaded his clip didn't give him any credit, and I don't know why that could be or anything, but I'm just going to link the original creator. I don't know too much about the creator outside of what I'm going to show, so I'm not sure why that dude just didn't credit the original person's content and took it, but I'm going to block out that guy's name and link it to this dude's video. Anyways, thank you guys for tapping into the frequency. Remember to be your authentic self. Remember to love yourself. Remember to spread love and focus on unity in these times and love. And just be you. Be the God that is you. Let's hop into this video. And that's all I got to say.
We're going to go over how the government controls us, pretty much. So the first way is the camera. It worships visibility and it rewards the performance of self. The goal of the government with the camera is just to collapse the soul into the gaze of others. It replaces presence with a curated image, trains citizens to flinch at their unedited self, and turns memory into monetizable footage. It converts every sacred act into content and normalizes surveillance as affirmation and makes the selfhood a public interface, not an internal process. So that way you're easily manipulated. The other part is the feed, right? The thing you might have even found this video on, right? It worships stimulation. Right, and it rewards constant reaction, and the goal of the government here is just to prevent stillness, thought, or metabolization. It leaves no room for grief, silence, or mystery at all. It forces the nervous system into overdrive and makes rest feel like irrelevance. The goal is to destroy the contemplative space. I want y'all to catch it. The goal of the feed is to destroy the contemplative space. It buries truth under endless scroll, and it keeps emotional states looped and disembodied. But then there's the algorithm, right? It worships predictability, and it rewards performative consistency. The whole goal of this thing is just to shape consciousness without the subject noting. It literally might sound like it's coming out of a science lab, but where do you think they cooked it at? It punishes experimentation or transformation and replaces community with audience engineering and offers the illusion of choice while directing attention. The other part of it is that it wants to collapse individuality into market categories. People are always saying they want to collapse community into individualism. No, there's one more step. Market categories. It curates identity to match trend cycles and makes dissent algorithmically invisible, right? But then there's the comment section, right, which worships instant judgment. Right? It rewards hot takes and validation loops, and it's to make feedback feel like self-worth. It amplifies projections and silences nuance and turns confession into performance and trains people to seek external confirmation for internal truth. The whole point of comment sections even being invented by the state is to destroy internal compasses, fuse identity with reaction metrics, and make communal discourse a chaos theater. That is the whole point of this. They are literally here to destroy everything. I need people to catch it. The avatar. Let's next, right? It worships cohesion and brand. It rewards legibility over honesty. The whole point of the state in this case is to fix the citizen into a static, marketable self. Right? So it discourages transformation, encourages identity curation over discovery, turns growth into performance, and the whole goal of the government is to make real becoming feel like collapse. So you don't do it. You fit into the market category. Right? It punishes divergence from a scripted image, and it collapses human complexity into bio plus content pillars. Right? Like it literally is designed to further enmesh you into capitalism. Okay, then there's the metric, right?
I couldn't wait to get to this video because I like the way this brother articulates himself. I'm not going to sum up his message entirely, but I'm going to sum up basically what I've been saying for years. But I wanted to use this video in this little commentary rampage series because, I mean, it's a beautiful video of somebody waking up to everything and figuring it out from their perspective on what's going on. The original creator, for some reason, not the original creator. The post that I seen this on was not posted from the original page. I don't know why this guy didn't credit the dude. It's very odd when content creators do that, especially if they're bigger or smaller than the original person that they're showing in their video. Don't know why they don't just credit them or leave a link. It literally takes like 2 seconds. Still blows my mind to this day. Don't know why. I've never done it. I'm not trying to virtue signal and be like, I never done it. But again, I don't get it. It's just like a simple act. Anyways, I will have the original creator link down below this Cypher. To sum up everything he said in simpler terms is, the government's trying to control you. No, but in all seriousness, there were certain points that he said in the video that I did want to talk about that I still like the entire video, but I don't think individualism and everything is inherently bad. Like, if we're going off the actual definition of individualism, then yes, you know, a hyper fixated individualistic culture could become problematic, but communities that have thrived in the back in the day, like, I don't know, say Black Wall Street, you know, that had its own doctors, bakers, things like this. I'm pretty sure they had their own currency. Everybody was individually a master of their own trade that brought something to a community. So then again, I still am always going to promote you master yourself first so you have something to give to somebody, because you cannot help people if you don't help yourself first. If you don't help yourself and you don't learn a trade, a craft, or whatever, or have something to bring to the table, you don't really have anything anyways. So individualism in the sense of building yourself as one person, as a person to give back to a community is important. But I know that's not exactly what he was talking about. But, you know, just because some people will, will hear individualism mixed with capitalism and be like, okay, the branding, the identity, and what you're doing on your own is actually what they're trying to encourage. Like, they're trying to encourage you to be, you know, to brand yourself, be individual, whatever. And I don't think any of this is actually inherently bad, you know, because it's a free world. Again, for me, at least from my perspective, planet Earth is a playground. It's a playground for beings that are basically rising back to their true nature, which is divinity. So whatever that path is, whatever road you have to walk to get home, then you're going to walk it. I do believe service to others is within that. But again, to be service to others, you have to be service to self, because you have to have trades or skills that are beneficial, whether it could be little things too. I don't think it has to be the most grandiose thing that you're doing, like you're fucking, I don't know, you know, splitting subatomic particles or some shit, but you have something to give back to a community. Anyways, I know I'm going a little bit off of that, but I just want to say, because I think that one of the most powerful things, and this is for entertainment purposes only, that would bring down the system is if everybody individually had their own business, and then within that community of everyone having their own local businesses like farmers markets and things like that, and sharing with each other within the community their own specialties, you would bring down the system. That's the very thing that they fear. So individuals who go to speak out and be, whether it be self-help or even what he's doing, or even going out and teaching whatever on their own and not connected to the system, will inevitably bring in the new world that we want. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to say that makes sense to the person listening. I may be messing up, whatever, making mistakes. Hey, we all make mistakes, but I'm going to keep the faith that I'm articulating myself properly, so you get the message of what I'm kind of saying. Have something to bring to the table. Be a master of your own craft, whatever that may be, because people do need entertainment. People do need, you know, outlets. People do need coaches, life coaches that teach them how to be better. People need architects. People need doctors. People need, you know, there's a need for everything. Find the need that resonates with you the most, fill it, become a master in the craft, and then give back to your community. Simple as that. But that does require a level of focusing on self. Now, I think his video meant this to me, because at least this is still what I took from it, that at one point he said that the government is literally trying to take you away from having that moment of contemplation, as he put it, which is the stillness to me, which is they built this algorithm and built this feed, which is funny enough, it's called a feed. And remember, your mental diet is important. So that's the one thing I always think about when I hear how the algorithm or certain words that they use, but your Instagram feed, your YouTube feed, it's literally a feed. Who are they feeding? The cattle. Who's the cattle? You. So this idea of a feed and your mental diet, you got to be very careful in what you ingest, because these things can end up creating your reality, because they know that attention and awareness is the thing that's creating reality creating reality actively at all times. It's always active. You are never not being energy. And this is one thing that I've come to realize so like as the days go on, it just gets even more insane how much I realize this in my life, that it's about awareness. That's why this video even is called Psychological State Tools, how they control you. It really is a war on the mind. It's a war on the mind, because with collective thought and collective belief and collective effort, you can shift the entire world. Like, truthfully, you know, I think one of those big reasons for entertainment purposes only that they show you movies like, oh, what is that? Is it Paradise? The one where they built underground bunkers and all that? And the reason they build these countermeasures or these plan Bs is they do this in an in-case event that out of nowhere, shockingly, everyone wakes up around the same time and is like, you know what? We're done with the system, bands together and has a moment like Nepal. Entertainment purposes only, I would just want to say. But again, you know, so I'm just saying with this video, I'm kind of easing you guys into all the other content I have coming for this commentary rampage, because I'm not going to probably do this too much on the channel. I'm still going to have, you know, my normal commentary videos, but I really want to talk about these topics because when I'm doom scrolling or whatever, I can't get away from them. One of they'll pop up every so often, and I'm like, wow, man, I can't brain rot some of my time away, try to avoid the news. I can't avoid it. So I thought I would chime in here and use it in a creative way to talk about some of these videos I land on. And yeah, man, I'm still so inspired for this series and having a lot of fun. And I feel like I'm providing you guys a lot of value to show you content creators that you may end up resonating with and or giving my perspective on the things that are going on. But again, this is why I've always said I'm not right or left. This system needs a whole new shift, whether it's anarchy, whether it's peaceful. Either way, something's got to flip. It has got to flip. And I truthfully believe, for entertainment purposes only, that you as the individual are the goal. You are the prize, which is why AI and all of this stuff will not replace you. You are the goal. You are the being that is the battery, and you need to keep your mind sharp. You need to be able to discern for yourself. You need to be able to critically think. And, you know, you don't have to be on here doing what this content creator is doing or another person. Learn to trade. Whatever your skill is, wherever you are in your life, whether you are good at mathematics, whether you are musically inclined, herbaceous, but herbally inclined, or, you know, whatever, like herbology, or you're good with nature, you're good with identifying plants, you have a natural knack for it, or you're good mechanically, kinesthetically, whatever the case may be, is if you can do it, build your own brands or do little tiny shifts in your life where you can wake others up through the mediums that you do. So like I said, mechanically, or, you know, kinesthetically, interpersonal, whatever you can do, wherever you're like from the 9 intelligence video I did with Howard Gardner's theory on 9 intelligences, which is existentialism, you know, and all of the ones I basically hit without saying the exact terms. You know, take those skills that you have and live your life, build for yourself, and then by giving back to others, make them more conscientious of the things going on, you know. Man, I love this video too, because another thing too, I showed it in the beginning of the video. If I edited it in post, Jarrell, you better have done that. But this video was at 444, so I felt even more aligned to make this video. But yeah, man, I love this dude's video. It's really clean. And I mean, I can only paraphrase it in a way that I understand it for myself, but essentially it's all a control mechanism, you know, from the surveillance and everything. And I mean, this isn't anything new that we've heard. You know, Snowden tried to tell y'all about this surveillance and everything. So yeah, man, don't be easily manipulated. Be very careful on what you consume. And we're going to get right into the next videos.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began to build a new art form. Makes me feel I belong to something.